it's 5 practices in, right? And 2 of those were helmets only. But the early returns on the Bush Hamden offense are positive, and the whole talk of tempo and everything, like I truly believe it isn't just lip service, like Tubby Smith talking about how we're going to get up and down the court every year, right? Like Kentucky fans, it's kind of like we're going to throw it the tight ends this year, the receiver. We do this to ourselves. We get excited and then we get let down. But I truly believe that this offense is going to operate significantly faster for 2 reasons. One, they're training like it. Eli Cox said, yeah, like in the weight room, they've cut down on our rest time in between reps to simulate a no huddle offense. Like that's how, if we want to play fast, we've got to be prepared to go fast. So they're starting in March to be ready to be able to do that in September. And then most importantly, I think they were going to go fast no matter what, no matter who was calling the plays, because A, you can't go slower, but B, the early returns on the new helmet technology are universally praised across college football, especially at Kentucky, where trying to get plays in was a problem, and now that just hasn't been an issue at all. So I like the overall general big picture direction this offense is moving in the first 2 weeks into practice.
Yeah, I think with the offense, just in general, I think we need to remember they're not going to be a
Tennessee,
tempo offense, right?
yeah,
Yeah, they're not even the tier below that or the 2 tiers below that. That's just not where they're going to be. I think what you want is just a smoother play calling operation, be able to get play calls in and out where you're not running against the clock when you're trying to run pre-snap motion and all that. And from that aspect, they're going to get better at that just from, I think, structure, the pre-snap structure of the offense. They don't need to huddle every play. With Bush Hampton's background and what he's done in the past. So I think that's number one for the offense. And then, like for me, Nick, the one thing I always compare it to when we get into this point of the season, the offseason, with the offense is it should look great right now. We shouldn't hear anything bad. If you're hearing even the slightest negative thing, something's off. So, like, I mean, the easiest one to compare it to is just Rich Gangarello. And back then, Nick, it was every time you went to practice, it was, this is a pro offense. It's complicated, yada, yada, yada. You're not really hearing that, I don't think, and so far. And so to this point, I think they're right where they need to be on offense.